Hey guys, we are continuing our conversation about things not to do in an argument and things that makes it worse. Last video we talked about how bringing up a list of things that you do around the house in defense doesn't really help your case. How naming all the things you do doesn't help you either. We talked about just kind of learning, tolerating your partner's opinion without getting dysregulated. And today I want to talk about another thing that I see a lot where a person does not know how to stop when their partner says that they're done talking. And I understand why a partner may feel like they cannot stop. A lot of times it comes from feeling disconnected, from feeling anxious, from wanting to come to some kind of a closure and to process the argument and be done with it and be happy. So it's really hard for a partner to tolerate not being good together, and so they keep pushing and wanting to talk and wanting to talk. So it makes sense, and it's very understandable where the push and the pursuit is coming from. But nevertheless, your partner, or if that's not you, their other partner, when they feel they're done and they are out of capacity to take in any more information, and they're pulling away, and you keep coming in, it means they're done. There is nothing good usually happens when one is pushing and the other one is pulling, and you're pushing more and you're pulling more and you're pushing more and you're pulling more. Both of you, there is either a big explosion or there is a shutdown and complete disconnection and lack of understanding. So taking a pause can be super helpful, right? Especially if you talk about taking a pause outside of that moment. So, for example, you know that your partner tends to push, right? And so you talk to your partner beforehand, and you say "Hey, when you push, I feel unsafe. I feel like I want to say things I don't want to say to you, and I care about you, and I love you, but I get into this mode and I do shit that I don't want to do. So how about when I tell you that, hey, let's talk about it in half an hour, or let's talk about it sometime later today. How would it be for you to step back? And I promise, that's the key word, I promise I will come back to you when I'm ready and we can talk more about this. Very important, because the partner will feel abandoned and misunderstood, and it's really hard to tolerate this limbo situation for a long time. So if you are saying, hey, let's hit a pause, you have to be the one who says, hey, let's talk about this. So the partner doesn't end up coming and knocking on the door and you're like, I'm not ready. So you adding the rejection to the partner. Right? So you have that conversation about the possibility of hitting pause, or about maybe saying some kind of a keyword or something, banana. Some of my couples was banana, right? And it's a funny word. It's brings a little bit of humor, diffuses the situation a little bit, and then you can come back to it later. Again, nothing good comes from pushing, and a lot of things are also happening for the person who is saying stop. They are getting dysregulated. They're getting overwhelmed. They are also protecting the relationship from the escalation, from saying things they don't mean. So we have to learn how to tolerate our partner's desires without getting dysregulated. And if you are not able to do that on your own, then you definitely need some counseling support with a trained therapist to help you expand that window of tolerance, so you do learn how to give yourself space without jumping to conclusions, and how to wait for your partner to come back to you without getting dysregulated and and getting super kind of just losing it, right? So not stopping when someone says they're done talking is one of the big topics I see coming up, and it's important to learn that skill. Shutting down or stonewalling is another common thing that we do when we feel overwhelmed, which is really, really hard for our partner, again, to receive and to make sense of. But if you have the habit of shutting down or stonewalling and you have enough awareness that you do that and you want to do something different, I would encourage you to explore what's underneath that behavior. And a lot of times there are fears and insecurities that live there. Now, when I feel scared of you hurting me, or when I feel scared of losing you, or when I feel not good enough, I go away by shutting down, by stonewalling, by pulling away. It's very important and it can be super powerful if you can find the words underneath the behavior and you can share that with your partner so they can actually support you and do things that work for you in that moment.